As we kick off a new era in Cup competition here in Australia, opportunity awaits every side in the country to win it all. That opportunity starts today at Ashmore Village Park as Newmarket Soccer Football Club make the journey down the M1 to the Gold Coast to take on Gold Coast Premier League champion Southport Warriors Soccer Club here in the second round of the Australia Cup, a year of reform for Australia's largest national knockout football competition, with the winner of the competition being granted entrance into the Asian Champions League, the competition that unites all divisions of football across Australia, the grassroots, amateur and professional levels of the sport. It's a year of reform for both sides as well today, both now competing in FQPL 3. A big year of reform here in Queensland. Southport managed to secure a top four finish and finals football in their first season under Steve McDonald, who made the move over from Coomera Colts, where he took the club all the way to the round of 32 in 2019. One of the smallest clubs to do it. Coomera with a year perhaps to forget in their first season out of the Gold Coast Premier League in FQPL 2, finishing at the bottom of the ladder there. In the 2021 edition of the Cup, Southport made it all the way to the fifth round, taking out Oxley United, Willowburn and Wynnum Wolves. A 9-goal thriller, that last one, before eventually bowing out to round of 16 side NPL champions and Queensland football powerhouse Lions FC 5-0. Obviously they made a good run. Finn Beakhurst, one of their stars, being awarded the Mike Cockrell Medal for Best Member Federation Player. As we see the sides coming out now. Andy Ridden leading out the home side, Southport, and James Dixon wearing the captain's armband for the travelling Newmarket. As for Newmarket, they made it past this stage as well, dispatching Beerwah Glasshouse United 5-3 before bowing out to New Farm United. A day in the park, that one. The side also came second in Capital League 1 last year before losing in the semi-final to North Pine. But as these sides get ready to kick off their 2022 campaign, with the referees getting ready to set things off and captains at the ready, a sense of optimism and unbridled excitement will sweep over the players as we gear up for this massive Sunday afternoon Australia Cup clash between Southport Warriors and Newmarket Soccer Football Club at Ashmore Village Park. Newmarket will want to make it a happy bus trip home back to Brisbane from the Gold Coast. That is for sure. And key talking points of the side. Few debuts for Southport, as is the case with every year. Andy Ridden, the captain there, the New Zealander. Ryan Brosey starts in goal, the American, coming up from the Canberra NPL, where he was playing with the Canberra White Eagles. He's played all over the world, 5 different countries. Nick Greenwood will be pulling the strings in the midfield, a name synonymous with the Southport Warriors. A new engine room for both sides, really, with Yuval Robinstein and Josh Wentworth coming over from Gold Coast United. Johnny Griffin coming across from the Coomera Colts. New engine room for Newmarket as well. Esteban Gerardo Adelaida and Fabio Barbosa in the side. Fabio Barbosa coming over from the South Australian NPL, whilst Gerardo Adelaida coming across from Brisbane Athletic, as we do get things underway here in the second round of the Australia Cup. Southport will be playing a 3-5-2. Andy Ridden at the heart of it, with Dylan Ewell and Blade Matthews either side. The big talking points for Southport is the loss of Morgan Saunders and Ferdinand Anor as well. Two of their best players from last year. Morgan Saunders especially. He made the move to Eastern Suburbs in the NPL. And 6'5" front man. Now Ross Paynes and Luke Reuter start up top for the Warriors. Johnny Griffin to take the throw in here. How will they adapt to losing two of their marquee players, talismanic figures for them last year? Almost going over James Dixon there. Just bouncing a little bit more than perhaps he first thought. On the other hand, Newmarket will be playing with a 4-3-3 formation. Connor George, one of the forwards amongst them, scored in their game against Biwa last year at this stage. 5-3 thriller. Johnny Workman scoring 4 of them in that one. Newmarket also picking up 5 cautions on their way to victory. Johnny Griffin pushing forward. And it can't be understated the job that Steve McDonald's done here at Southport, taking them from second last to winning the grand final in his first season. A monumental job. Scott Semple sits on the bench today. Was largely their starting keeper last year, but Ryan Brosey comes into the fray. Up from Canberra. We'll see how he goes. The American. Played in Europe, Germany, Belgium, and the UK. It's a good ball forward here. Delivered towards the back stick. Griffin gets a piece of it, but not enough. Just doesn't connect cleanly. But a good passage of play, and I believe Luke Reuter going down the right-hand side there. Josh Wentworth pushing forward as well. We've seen some stunners scored at this venue over the years. It's like Ross Paynes dropping a little bit deeper. Really attacking formation from Steve McDonald. Ball just a little bit too heavy there. Out of defence for the Warriors. Josh Wentworth here on the ball. Spent 3 years in the Wellington Phoenix Academy before moving to Gold Coast United, playing in their 23s. Now with the Warriors. Zaki Ahmed looking dangerous in these opening exchanges, getting in good positions for Newmarket. Newmarket pressing really well as a team, winning in at a good position, having a strike from range, just putting it wide. And Barbosa with the effort from deep, the new man for Newmarket. And just as I was saying, the pressing as a unit from Newmarket bearing fruit. Confident out of the back from Andy Ridden. Experienced campaigner in his native homeland of New Zealand, and that ball back to the keeper from Donald Nakani. Just too wide, gives away in the corner here. Headed on. It's 1-0, and Southport, through their captain, get their first goal of the Australia Cup. And starting as they mean to go on, Andy Ridden just heading it in from close range. Brilliant delivery on the far side, and the Warriors make it 1-0. Just about 7 minutes gone. And the Warriors with the ascendancy. Cleared by Matthews. Both sides having players out, whether it be through COVID, through injury. Some of them just still on holidays. As the ball switched now, headed away. An opportunity for Newmarket on the edge of the box. Hit, but not hit well enough. From Espinosa Betancourt. Brosey coming off his line. You're able to get the throw in out of it. Just playing it on to Zaki Ahmed on the far side. Wentworth unable to find Griffin. Kuczynski in there at right back, coming over from Brisbane City. Able to shut things down and hopefully now move things forward for Newmarket. And it's won well by the Southport defence. Griffin with a big challenge there. No foul given. Nakani under pressure. Two Southport players harrying James Dixon. You're losing control there. And Ahmed able to apply pressure and force the error. Winning the throw in. Both sides just dusting off the cobwebs. moving from that pre-season into competitive fixture mindset. Some mistakes starting to creep in. You wonder if that will increase throughout the game and how big of an impact that's going to play. But that, for an impact, was large from Barbosa, clattering into Andy Ridden. Just getting a talking to. Bit late there from the midfielder. And it might in fact be Vargas. He has got the start. Southport now headed away. Nikani. Loy. Krushinski continuing his run, cut out well by Matthews. Gets a touch on its way through, but Wentworth able to collect, trying to play it to his ex-Gold Coast United teammate in Robinstein. Southport just patient with play here. Griffin trying to keep it under control. Unable to do so, and he'll be frustrated with that one. Had it, but the pressure from Krushinski forcing the error. And that interception just playing it into the path of Luke Reuter. Barbosa opts for the switch. Nikani out of defence. Goes over the top. Unable to meet the run of his teammates. Looks like a front two for Newmarket of Barbosa and Zaki Ahmed. And now an opportunity for Newmarket. Ball through now. Ahmed just getting under it. It was a good ball in from Barbosa, but putting it nowhere near the target there. Southport will get the opportunity to reset. Newmarket chasing an equaliser. That probably their best opportunity of the game so far. Griffin getting plenty of action down this left-hand side. Loiter trying to go over the top, trying to keep it in play. On the far side there. Here's Angus Hughes pushing forward. Switch now for Newmarket. Putting Kwashinsky on the back foot. Made to go get it. Robinstein shouts for handball, not given. And the pass back towards Blade Matthews. Just wide of him. And out for a Newmarket throw in. Barbosa. Just keeping things alive. Nakani. Cut out by Hughes. Steve McDonald, a big fan of his number 4. Believes him to be one of the best right backs in the Gold Coast Premier League over the years. Good reason too. Used to almost be playing in that wing-back role with 3 centre halves, as is Johnny Griffin, given licence to go forward, getting back when needed. Hughes getting physical and giving away the foul. On the far side here at Ashmore Village Park. A lovely afternoon. And how good is it to have local football back? And in the form of the Australia Cup. Harping back to a time gone by. Players coming together, and Newmarket coming off best. Offside is the call. Espinosa Betancourt just getting ahead of himself and the defensive line. Griffin, it's a lovely ball into Reuter. Has a good left foot. Johnny Griffin returning to first team football, has had a fair share of injuries over the years. But returning today under his former coach at Coomera and Steve McDonald. Foot race is won by Matthews, but Southport giving it away, and eventually getting another bite at the cherry. To open the scoring in the 7th. On the set piece on the other side. We'll see what the plan is with this one. Delivered deep off the short corner. Headed away. Wentworth colliding. Newmarket just get rid. Robinstein. Newmarket just clear it. And back to square one for Southport. Ridden. He also followed Steve McDonald over from Coomera. One man of the match in last year's grand final. Played for Caversham, Otago United, and Southern United FC in New Zealand. Over 150 matches for Caversham. Still only 27. Went to Australia with his partner a few years back. Gives away possession there. Ross Paynes able to save the day. Now given by Robinstein. It's fairly 50-50 between himself and Urado Ardaleta, giving the weight of Newmarket. 17-year-old and Robinstein scramming a little bit of cotton there. Much to the dismay of our referee. Up. Pressing Dixon hard there. Bouncing all over the gaff, over the top. Now for Newmarket, Brosey able to intercept. Dixon able to get a decisive touch on that one. Brave off the line. Paynes headed up by Nakani, and Dixon able to hold on. Drifting back. Reminder that we are on the Australia Cup and Football Queensland Facebook pages today, so get amongst the discussion. Let us know what you're making of the game, who you think is on top. Campbell Johnson here in commentary for today's game. In what's been a fairly slow last 20 minutes after Southport gained the ascendancy through Andy Ridden. Work by Griffin. Greenwood just playing it a little bit too far ahead. Nick Greenwood started as a junior 14 years ago here at Southport. Now in his 6th season in the men's side. Great midfielder for the side. Matthews. Griffin over the top now. Reuter hunting it down, headed back. Brad Ellis. Close one for Newmarket. Good turn by Ahmed, but Yule equal to it. Lloyd does enough to shut things down in the middle. McCarney. There's Krashinsky ahead of him. Good play here by Newmarket. Most composed passage we've seen from the side in this game. Connor George sitting at the base and distributing for the side. Well won by Vargas. Lovely bit of play. Newmarket building into this one now. That's brilliant from Barbosa. Ahmed potentially in behind Ridden. And the experience and strength of Andy Ridden wins out. Vargas collected by Greenwood. No foul given. Robinstein, the 17-year-old. Matthews with the switch. It's a good ball out wide. Angus Hughes trying to keep it in play and does so. Wins the physical battle with Espinoza, Betancourt. And in the end, wins the corner. And a deadly spot for them as proven by Andy Ridden. Will no doubt come up for this one yet again. Southport goes short. Deliver now towards the back stick, over the head. And may have got a touch off a Newmarket defender, and has. Josh Wentworth is at the back post there. Just underneath it, and he will take the corner now from the other side for Southport. 30 minutes gone in this clash. Low and to the front post. A strike from Hughes. Doesn't hit it cleanly. It's one by Newmarket, who looked to counter here. Southport players retreat. Ahmed with a nice ball. Espinosa, Betancourt, unable to move things forward for Newmarket. Ball over the top, unable to find Zaki Ahmed. Rosie. Hasn't been asked to do too much today. Part of the reason why Brosey came to Australia was for bushfire relief. A few years back, Southport unable to capitalise. Big challenge there from Hughes, but clean right in front of the travelling bench. Reuter. Hughes, good first touch. Well read by Gerardo Ardeleda. Coming over from Brisbane Athletic. Barbosa to Ahmed. Connor George making the run forward. Ahmed in knots here. And one back by Southport. Griffin just clearing it. Wentworth chasing it down in an advanced position with James Dixon able to collect. Leading from the back. Buell, no nonsense, heading it away. Ardeleda, that's a lovely ball to Espinosa Betancourt. Ahmed. Inside for Barbosa. Andy Ridden goes down, and the strike from range saved. And it is Blade Matthews, and the first save of the afternoon for Ryan Brosey. Comes from a rangy strike from deep. He keeps it out of the Southport net. Newmarket's first corner of the game. 34 minutes in. Brosey able to punch it away. Southport deal with it. Barbosa, lovely ball inside. Met well by the Southport defence. Robinstein out. Fabio Barbosa showing his class in this game so far. Great technical ability, and that's well won by Southport. Griffin His touch just letting him down there. Too wide. Allowing Newmarket just to take back possession. Kuczynski doing well. Barbosa brought down and a touch there. Undesired from Kuczynski. Wentworth doing really well there. Able to get past 1-2, but in the end, not 3. Long throw in from Matthews. Nakani heading away. Barbosa and Vargas combining to no avail. Griffin going down, Nakani bringing him. Wentworth with the switch. Hughes trying to play it into Reuter, who comes up in a bit of pain. Was outstretched, could be a groin. This is the last thing you want if you're Southport in really your first competitive game of the year. Someone of Luke Reuter's quality going down with a muscle injury. He is back up on his feet. Hopefully he's able to continue. Gives it the thumbs up. They just test it out. Will be one to watch in the second half if a change is made. Robenstein, the 17-year-old, looked good so far in this game. He's got the ball driving forward, trying to find teammates. Barbosa cuts onto his left, strikes, bends it, follow up. It was a good save by Brosi. Ahmed cleared by Southport. And a really good opportunity. And now Newmarket really starting to hum. Most of all, Fabio Barbosa. George just trying to drive the side forward. Newmarket looking to nab one before half-time. Make things level. Nakani unable to pull it down. Southport able to deal with the danger for the moment. Rosie under pressure. Newmarket trying to win it high. Give themselves the opportunity to snatch one before they head into the sheds. Luke Reuter seems to be in a good place after going down just a moment ago, and that's a lovely run by Wentworth. An opportunity for Reuter, collides with Nakani. And that touch by Wentworth, able to open up and provide that opportunity for Reuter. Hughes, good touch. And just shepherd it out. And Geordie Loy. Emilio Vargas just says anywhere will do. Able to intercept it. Not able to keep it under control, however. Will be a Southport throw-in. Angus Hughes on the right side of defence for the Warriors. With about 3 minutes left in this first half. Wentworth unable to chase it down. And the tempo slowing down for both sides. These early stages of the season, all players, I'm sure, will savour that half-time break. Chance to reset, rehydrate, perhaps even have a couple of lollies and half-time oranges. There's the ball down the line for Southport. Newmarket brought down. Nick Greenwood giving away the foul on Fabio Barbosa. Matthews and Ridden able to deal with Zaki Ahmed there. Reuter heading it on. Wentworth unable to meet it. Under pressure is Brad Ellis. Good turn by Vargas. Makes its way across to Espinosa Betancourt. Barbosa trying to win it back. Haynes. Ewell. Trying to go aerial over the top. Tough defender is Dylan Ewell. Proven today. Barbosa getting a lot of attention from the Southport defenders as the clock ticks over into stoppage time in this first half. I wouldn't imagine there'd be a whole lot on the referee's watch. Wentworth. Ridden. Lovely switch across for Southport. Can they nab one before half-time? Luke Reuter rises for it. Not sure if the flag went up. I think it was called a handball. I think they're saying handball. Certainly looks like Luke Reuter stuck the hands out. Not entirely sure, but that will be half-time here at Ashmore Village Park. Southport currently lead Newmarket 1-0.
They say you can't choose your family, but you can choose your football family. A family has legends you look up to. And the up-and-comers. A family pitches in and works together as a team. We have the ones who keep us in check, and we motivate each other to be the best. Be the best! But it's my brothers and my sisters who always have my back. That's why even my real family love my football family. So what are you waiting for? Join our team. Come on!
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Hi, my name's Jacob Hendry. I'm president of Brisbane Inferno Football Club. My history with the club started back in 2019, and in 2020 actually is when all of our members came together and decided to form Brisbane Inferno. We are Brisbane's first and only LGBTIQ+ club. We've been actually blessed enough to be able to form our own team and join Football Queensland's Metro competition. The basis of our club is inclusion and for everyone. So whilst we do say that we create a safe space, especially for the LGBTIQ+ community, we do welcome anyone for the love of football, and really that is why we're here.
Okay, now if it goes the other way, so we can't alternate.
Yeah, so Mikey and Jake approached me one day and just said, how would you like to be the coach? And I'm already coaching at the moment because I'm a teacher as well, so I coach at my school, and I thought, you know what, might as well transpire into the club. We've had some players who have never played before, so seeing that development from them not being able to kick a ball, not being able to stop a ball, now being able to pass, shoot, and sometimes score as well, which is great.
I went to a Pride Fair Day, would have been 2 years after I first came out, I was trying to find a way to get involved in the LGBT plus community. And then I heard about Brisbane Inferno Football Club and that they were a social soccer club. And I've always wanted to play soccer, but I just never got around to it. And so I messaged them and then went down to a training session, and then I've been with them ever since.
So where we are at a club at the moment is at our foundation level, but as a history over the past 4 years we've jumped around between different parks as a means to be able to form our social soccer on each and every Saturday for the last 4 years. We've been playing at New Farm Park, we've been playing at Perry Park and also at Hercules Street Park as well. As a child, you don't know any different playing, I think, for just any other club. I think later years, finding an inclusive club like Brisbane Inferno Football Club, it makes you feel more comfortable, I think, to truly be yourself, to be able to engage with your peers and not feel that you have to hide something or hide a part of yourself to be able to fit in or be able to play football. I think for me personally, that's been quite powerful actually.
I know that when I start up with a new club, it's always quite difficult to be immersed into the club. When you join a team, essentially if you don't fit that kind of dynamic of being able to play football in itself, it makes it really hard to join a team, and also building that confidence to play in a team as well. There is always quite those derogative comments, not necessarily directed at me, but in a general statement. So I do find it was quite difficult in the change room scenes to ever negotiate my sexuality with a teammate or discuss my sexuality. So I would say it is quite a difficult thing to talk about.
So really the story for us at a club level around Josh Cavello and his path has been quite inspirational for our club and our members, and I think does accentuate who we are as a club and what we're trying to change. Really creating that safe space for everyone in not only our community but also for anyone who wants to play football. It really does speak highly around some of the challenges people can have playing at different levels of football, anywhere from grassroots all the way up to, as we can see with Josh, in professional level. And really I think that story rings true not only for our club but also what Pride Football Australia represents. And I've also seen that as well, not only with Football Queensland but also in working with other clubs around ensuring that everyone, no matter what club you play for, is in a safe space and able to just participate in sport ultimately.
So a couple of years ago I actually played on the field behind us, and I played in Premier League on that field, and today to play as a gay inclusive team against another state team. My partner drove me here today. I actually had a bit of tears. I was a bit shaken up. It was completely moving, the fact that how far we've come within this club as well. So I'm genuinely excited to see what next year or this year brings.
Welcome back to Ashmore Village Park for round 2 of the Australia Cup as Southport Warriors host Newmarket Soccer Football Club. They've made the trek down from Brisbane, down the F1, and they currently trail last year's Gold Coast Premier League champions in the form of Southport. We do have the ascendancy thanks to a 7th minute Andy Ridden header off a corner. Things tended to slow down in the first half following that. But we are back underway. Newmarket going from right to left in the orange number, whereas Southport in the iconic green and white. Newmarket built into the game throughout the second half of the first half. Started to gain control. All the new signings blending together for both sides. Josh Wentworth and Yuval Robinstein looking the pick of the bunch for Southport. And Fabio Barbosa has been pulling the strings for Newmarket. Plenty to do in this second stanza as these sides go head to head on the Gold Coast. Newmarket want to make it a happy bus ride home, that's for sure. Ahmed got in good positions in the first half, plays a lovely ball over the top, lovely switch to Kaczynski. Johnny Griffin wins that battle, that exchange. They do get a throw in. Johnny Griffin also looking solid on his return to first team football after some time out with injuries. Was part of Steve McDonald's 2019 Coomera side that reached the round of 32 in the Cup. Now named the Australia Cup. A recent change, but a welcome change. Ryan Brosie's looked very solid for Southport as well, in between the sticks. The American shot stopper having to make a few saves towards the back end of the first half. Dixon going long there. Keynes opts for the back heel, but unable to find Hughes. Things really picking up now in this second half. Paynes gets some attention from Geordie Loy. Newmarket get out of danger for the moment. Espinosa Betancourt perhaps giving it away. Reuter collided by Espinosa Betancourt. Those two come together and it goes the way of Southport. Not the prettiest of challenges. It's in a good area for Southport. They probably want it for a left footer. Luke Reuter could be the option. Really good crosser of the ball as well. Players lining up in the box. Ross Paynes and Luke Reuter debating whether it's left foot or right foot, but it will be Luke Reuter taking. And from this distance, it may just be lofting it into no man's land for a teammate to meet. Reuter connects. Kept out by Dixon, but a good effort from Luke Reuter, and exactly what you thought was going to happen from the left footer. Couldn't really go either side of James Dixon. He probably wanted it more towards the top right-hand corner. Still did well to get it over and down. Paynes delivers to the back stick. Dixon down. Newmarket clear. Ahmed. Newmarket look to spring a counter-attack here. Numbers on the far side in the form of Fabio Barbosa. Kosinski delivers. Punched away by Brosey. Ahmed lays it off. The strike from George, fumbled, cleared in the end by Southport. And Connor George, he got a goal in this round of the 2021 edition. Unable to put that one away, but makes his way into the box once again. Ahmed met well by Ewell, showing his class in defence. Wentworth down the line. Reuter, good challenge there by Brad Ellis. They move quickly. Wentworth shouts for handball. Ellis once again smart to go quickly with the throw in. Whilst Wentworth couldn't be offside as well. Unfortunately, Wentworth perhaps panicking in the box there. Reuter just sandwiched between Ellis and Loy. And goes down. Luke Reuter went down in the first half as well for a brief period. But he's back up and running. An action-packed start to this second half here at Ashmore Village Park. Hughes down the line. Won by Espinosa Betancourt. Barbosa, that's lovely. Flicked over again. This time by Gerardo Adelaida. But Brosi able to collect. Barbosa looking brilliant in this game. Vargas dispossessed. One back by Gerardo Adelaida. Ridden. Griffin. Wentworth. George. Good fake by Wentworth, and Robinstein moves on. First time out wide towards Hughes. If he can keep it in play, it'll hold up. Hughes delivers. Robinstein looked to go aerial, and what a strike! Ross Paynes looks at the camera and says, yep, that's a bit of me. Sensational from Southport. Lets everyone know at home what he's all about. And Southport double their lead. We apologise for the technical difficulties over the past 10 or so minutes. And hopefully you're back in time to witness that. Strike from Ross Paynes in these early stages. You have to say that's one of the goals of the Cup. And that's what the competition is all about. We get to see over 700 member federation clubs go head to head in Australia's largest knockout tournament. One steeped in history, especially in recent times. Reuter wants to get in on the action. Hit straight at Dixon, and prior to Ross Paynes unleashing a worldie of a strike. Yuval Robinstein is getting ready to go aerial himself. That one will certainly be one to watch. One for the highlights reel. And Ross Paynes, who struggled to cement his place in the starting 11 over the past few years after previously being an integral member. Well, he's starting his campaign off in great fashion. Ahmed. Ridden. Looking to surge his side forward. Has Reuter in front of him. Robinstein in the middle with Wentworth. Dixon able to collect. Now the mountain becomes even harder to climb for Newmarket. With Southport gaining the 2-0 lead. George. Barbosa trying to play it on the deck. Nakani. Barbosa. Koshinski. Ahmed. Ridden does well. Jordy Loy tries to go down the line. Can't keep it in play. Succession of throw-ins along the line. Campbell Johnson here in commentary for this second round clash in the Australia Cup between Southport Warriors and Newmarket. Kwashinsky slicing it out of play. Greenwood. Ewell, it's a great ball into Griffin. Tries to go over the top. Reuter, good touch. Option on the far side, it is Paynes. He'll be able to keep it in play and find a teammate. Goes through Nakani. It was a lovely move, but comes to nothing in the end. As Todd Gordon saves his side in the box. Robenstein. Wentworth tries to play the 1-2. Can't read the tea leaves. Not on the same page as his teammate. And Josh Wentworth has certainly played in a more advanced position than perhaps we first expected. He's had a sensational game. Dixon very far off his line, but he's able to deal with it. Greenwood started as a junior here 14 years ago. His family very well known around the club. Now in his 6th season with the men's team. And a clash in back play between Andy Ridden, I think Fabio Barbosa. Not sure what it's about, but neither of them are happy. Was flagged by the linesman initially, and the foul given the way of Newmarket. In a good area to deliver to a teammate. Plenty of Newmarket players forward, as there has to be. Goes over the whole pack, and Robinstein into Reuter. Did get a touch off Jay White. Hughes. Ewell. It's a good ball in towards Griffin. Just can't track it down, and Geordie Lloyd able to clear. Southport just working it down the line. With 67 minutes gone, about 20 more minutes to play. They're sitting pretty, they're comfortable. Their run last year started with a 6-1 win over Oxley United. Before taking out Willowburn, Toowoomba Powerhouse. 5-0. And they played Wynnum Wolves in the FQPL at the time. It's a 9-goal thriller. 5-4 win for them late on. Morgan Saunders getting one that sent them on to face Lions FC. And they lost 5-0 against the side with a much higher pedigree, much higher calibre. One of the biggest sides in Queensland. But Southport showing what they're about, and they'll be hoping for a cup run once again this year. Perhaps go even further. Now a chance for Robinstein. He tried it before. He tries it again. This time he connects. Unfortunately, can't get it on target, or can't make James Dixon, trouble. As the rain comes down now at Ashmore Village Park. And you'd just love Yuval Robinstein to connect with one there. Brosey off his line. And coming across was Johnny Griffin. Did well to save his goalkeeper there. And Steve McDonald will be hoping to replicate his 2019 run with Coomera Colts. As a corner for Newmarket. Things may start to get sloppy now as the rain comes down. A strike from range from Jay White. Doesn't hit the target. And you wonder what impact this weather may have on the game in the remaining 20 minutes. What started off as a lovely afternoon here on the Gold Coast has turned into a truly Baltic one. As we reach about 6:30 Brisbane time, or Queensland time I should say. Barbosa, Brosey, stretched a strike from Espinoza Betancourt. Really just had to be on target. Gets underneath it. And a substitution is being made on the far side. Not entirely sure he's coming on at the moment, but we'll let you know as soon as we find out, as always. And it is a substitution for Southport. Ahmed just wandered into an offside position as the flag goes up. Substitute is Majid Kara. He's now come on as an attacking substitution. Looks like Josh Wentworth potentially making way. He did have a very good game. And will be a happy Southport clubhouse tonight, that's for sure. The magic of the cup, well and truly alive. Hughes gets a toe on it. Robinstein wins it back in a good spot. Hughes with the strike, held on to by James Dixon. The goalkeeper and captain Dylan Yule just misreading the ball, but makes a great challenge there on Zaki Ahmed to win it back. Giving away the throw-in in the process. Lovely flick on there by Kwashinsky. Ahmed, Greenwood in his own box, able to clear. Only as far as Hughes. Barbosa winning it back. Kwashinsky may unleash. Just catches the outside of it, sprays it wide. But the right idea from the young fullback. Make sure you follow Football Queensland on all social channels at Football QLD on Instagram and Twitter, and at Football Queensland on Facebook. Andy Johnson here in commentary for this matchup. And what a pleasure it is to step you through the game as Ahmed, unable to get past the Southport defence, was in a promising position, however, and Dylan Yule surges forward for the Warriors. They're battling on through the rain. Kera unable to rein it in. Zaki Ahmed getting more involved. Kwashinsky lucky that his touch kept that in play. The ball in now. Cleared by Griffin. Southport go over the top. Reuter has Kerr in the middle and Robinstein. Finds its way to Kerr, the substitute, fluffs his lines. An opportunity for Paynes. He thought he had it. That'd be 2 wonder strikes in the same game for Ross Paynes. Got our second goal here, which was an absolute worldie. And on that occasion, was unable to make it 2. Once again, apologies for the technical difficulties we had a little bit earlier. Just glad to have Australia Cup football back to you. Mikani finds White. Good switch from Lloyd. Headed back in. Paynes just retreating briefly. Griffin under pressure. Gives away possession. Vargas. Barbosa. Man going down on the far side. Foul given against Johnny Griffin. If it is in fact the first challenge. And it is. The former Coomera Colt giving that one away. And an opportunity here for Newmarket. A great position. And in these wet conditions, anything can happen, like slip through the hands of Ryan Brosey. Trying to punch it away, but glanced. And in the end, Newmarket unable to punish. Dylan Yule to take the kick in place of his goalkeeper, and Ryan Brosey. Perhaps just dealing with a niggle at the moment. Unorthodox clearance, but it worked. As Kera. Robinstein making the run. The substitute, looking for help, looking for assistance. Unable to find it in Johnny Griffin. Barbosa. That is a lovely ball and a lovely run. Espinosa Betancourt. Ahmed winding up. We've seen that a few times from both sides now. The youngsters with some flair. Zaki Ahmed unable to force a save out of Ryan Brosey. Only into his waiting arms. Barbosa gets around Yule with a bit of trickery. Delivers to the back stick. Loose in the box. George. Cleared. Johnny Griffin able to get rid there for Southport. And Southport not currently looking like they're missing the skills of Ferdinand Anor and Morgan Saunders, two of their better players from last season. Foul given here on Angus Hughes for the foul against Donald Nakani. and the floodgates have truly opened here at Ashmore Village Park. You have to get your snorkels and flippers. The animals are coming in their ones and twos. Lloyd to deliver, player down. Here's Zaki Ahmed. Southport deal with it, and Luke Reuter able to clear. Majid Kera chasing down the fresh legs with 10 minutes to play. Good kicking an impact, making it 3-0, and perhaps sending Southport to the next round in the cup. The magic of the cup is well and truly alive. That might be curtains for Newmarket. Long way home to Brisbane. Feel even longer after a loss. They've certainly performed valiantly. They've had good opportunities. Fabio Barbosa, brilliant in that second striker, number 10 role. Just perhaps lacking that clinical edge at the moment. They'll build into the season, no doubt. Wyszynski. George. Unable to thread it through. Can Newmarket get a consolation goal? White. Vargas. George. He's bucketing down here at Ashmore Village Park. Barbosa. Vargas setting himself up, having a strike, but going wide. And I'm sure the players will just be happy to get into the sheds after this one. A warm shower after this driving rain. Reminder to follow Football Queensland on all social channels so you don't miss a minute of the action, any updates. And track your favourite leagues throughout the season. It's set to kick off in just a few weeks' time across Queensland. White over the top for Ahmed. Brosey off his line. Doesn't get clean contact, but sends it out of play. And Southport love a clean sheet. Their first competitive game of the year. After winning Gold Coast Premier League Grand Final, they now line up in FQPL 3 in this year of reform in Queensland football. A double substitution being made for Southport. So Ross Paynes and Luke Reuter exiting the field of play. Kevin Mejia coming on. And the number 6. And Charlie Smith in the number 11. They'll get a good 5 or so minutes in the legs. Mejia dispossessed. Vargas. Barbosa. Lovely ball in behind. Gordon. Into the Southport defender. And out for a corner. Matt Day also onto the field for Southport. Good ball in. Foul given the way of Southport. And against Newmarket there for a collision in the box. Griffin. Kera, the goal scorer, the substitute. Lovely ball over the top. Ahmed unable to control. Dylan Yule coming across bravely and smartly. A squandered opportunity from Zaki Ahmed after a good ball across. And it'll be the tail of the tape for Newmarket. Few opportunities, but just let down in moments. Barbosa's touch a little too strong. Mikani. Vargas. Matthews over the top. Kera trying to chase it down. Dixon meets it well, and perhaps a long-range strike on the cards here. Lovely bit of build-up play from Southport. Greenwood. Vargas giving away the foul. Giving Southport the opportunity to perhaps make it 4 with 2 minutes to play. And a good delivery could seal it if it wasn't already. Campbell Johnson here in commentary.
You're going to end up going home early.
Mejia delivering, and it's a good one. Headed away. Griffin. And Newmarket sneak back a consolation goal in these dying stages. Vargas. Foul given to Newmarket there. They'll get the opportunity from the dead ball to deliver into the box. One last chance for a cup goal before their campaign ends. The delivery. That day, physical enough. And Fabio Barbosa to thwart the attack as we tick into stoppage time here at Ashmore Village Park. Southport now. Kera just drifting offside on that occasion. A little too eager. Newmarket playing the quick free kick. Gordon able to evade the pressure and cleared eventually. Carney. Day dispossessed. Hughes winning out. And Southport look to go again. Kera drifting offside. Another time. Much to the frustration of his teammates. Kuczynski, George, trying to thread through Ahmed, but met well by Andy Ridden, who's had a true captain's performance today. Dixon, straight into the oncoming Southport player. Can't capitalise on the mistake from the Newmarket shot stopper as we go over 2 minutes into stoppage time, and foul given. Angus Hughes winning that one, who's had a sensational game. The rain still driving down on the players. Can't be much left on the clock. In the second half, that's really livened up after a relatively slow first. Hughes to deliver. Just wedges it in there. It's a good delivery. Headed away. Greenwood. Mejia, the substitute. Charlie Smith trying to lay it off for Nick Greenwood. Kera, can he get two? McCartney with the challenge. Stops him, and that is full time here at Ashmore Village Park. Southport Warriors win the battle and march on to fight another day in the Australia Cup. Newmarket FC's run comes to an end in their first appearance of this year's edition. Southport getting the result, 3-0. My name's been Campbell Johnson. Bye for now.